Welcome, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dee, and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I'm going to do your September love reading today. Just bear with me. I'm going to finish pulling cards here. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like the video if it resonates. Please comment on the video if you wish to do so. It helps others when they know that someone besides just themselves are going through the same situation. I know it feels good to read other people's views and insights into a situation, and just never underestimate the power of a comment. The cards are being a little slow to come out here today in your reading, Sagittarius. So give me just a little more time here. If it takes me too long, just so my regular viewers know, if it takes a while for my cards to come out, I will actually start time stamping pretty soon. I'm going to start doing that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this month, but that way you all, when you don't have a lot of time, you can skip through all of the shuffles. There it is. I shuffle in several different ways, and I happened to pick the longest shuffle in town here, didn't I? Okay, there we go. Let's get your cards pulled here. Kind of being guided here to pull an extra card in each column for you here today, Sagittarius. I'm going to shuffle these a little differently here for your other 4 or 3, whatever comes out. Got quite a combination going here. I hope I'm in frame enough for you all to see the cards when I'm shuffling through them like that. Okay, you actually got just a lot of cards coming out here. We're way over a normal amount for this reading, so there's just quite a message here for you, and we'll just make sure that we allow it to, we'll just allow it to come out, you know. That's it. And these are your words of wisdom cards. Normally my goodness, these cards are just all over the place. My gosh, your cards from your Words of Wisdom deck, Sagittarius, are, look at this, break free and leave. Those are the 2 Words of Wisdom cards that came out for you. Let me just kind of move these up so we can make sure we get you your message here. My goodness. And the bottom of the deck is the warning card. See that? Can you see that? I hope you can. Gosh. Sagittarius, what in the world's going on? Let's see if we can look into this. Man, you have seen something. Something has shown itself to you, and it's shown you that you are surrounded by some pretty negative energy. And I know that sounds like a fancy way to say something, and it kind of is. being surrounded by negative energy. That could be being in a relationship with someone who kind of, in their own subtle way, overpowers your beautiful, positive, upbeat, uplifting, enlightening, loving, kind, beautiful energy. So let me give you an example. Let's say you decide to start a YouTube channel and you're going to start showing people how to grow certain plants in a sunroom, and you're going to start from the pots, and then the right mixture of soil and food and water, and I mean it's going to be real detailed, and you have to spend a lot of time preparing scripts for this and getting some supplies you need so that you have beautiful, videos with colorful pots, and you've got to find the right plants and flowers and things like that. That's just an example. And the person will sabotage that idea, that before you even get it started, they're going to try to sabotage it. It will be something like putting the dog in the sunroom now because of blah, 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 some BS reason, okay? And if you go against it, what they want to do, they just fly off the handle. And this type of person, gosh, I can feel their energy right now, and it's just making me really uncomfortable. I'm no stranger to that energy. I've been there, done that. And the key here is, how long do you allow yourself to be there and do that, before you break free and leave, right? How long do you allow yourself to do that before you break free and leave the situation? Another example, you have to put a lot of time into a new business when you start it. Let's say you're making wedding cakes for the LGBTQ community, and you're putting in twice as many hours as a normal person because that's just the way you are, because you're trying to get your business off the ground. It's critical in the beginning. The first 5 years of your business is just critical. The first 2 years is extremely critical. And when you're doing that, they're complaining, they're causing all kinds of problems for you. They're giving you the silent treatment because you weren't home, and just whatever they can do to throw you off balance, Sagittarius, is what they're doing. And this is just the same old song and dance, that you have been going through the entire time you've been with this person. Now, what I'm seeing here is you are remembering who you are. You've got your light within. You're the beautiful shining light that you are, the little beacon of light that can make itself shine through any negative situation. You're like a lighthouse in a darkness of black fog. You're the lighthouse. That's you, that light that just be the beam of light. But you're not as bright as you used to be. That your light isn't, because this person has really beat you down. They have made you feel guilty about all this stuff that you've done since you've been with them, to the point where you feel obligated to stop what you're doing, shut down, go home, cook dinner, and then go back and work some more. Something like that's going on here. And then the way they treat you when you go to the extent where you go to that extent where you're stopping in the middle of what you're doing you get to a stopping point, you go home and you do dinner with your person, and then you go back to the workplace and finish up what you were doing there. When you could have saved yourself 2 hours and could have been home for the remainder of the evening if you had just had someone that was maybe, I don't know, cooking dinner for you so that it was there and ready for you to heat up when you got home. You following me? And you didn't see it this way. You're seeing it like it's your obligation, it's your duty, it's your job to be there for this person because, you know, this is their life too. I understand your thought process, but this is a complicated reading here. It's not complicated for me to read it, but it's a little complicated as far as how your life is playing out right now, because this person keeps you in a state of confusion so that when you go back, after you take off and go home and do what you need to do there to keep him or her or them or they or whoever happy, you go back and you finish your work, and then you go home and you've just, you know, it takes longer to do that than it would have taken if you'd have just stayed another couple of hours and then gone home for the evening. So this person keeps you in a state of confusion so that you're off your game, you're out of balance, you're not on the top of your game, that type of thing. And you know what I'm talking about if you're in this situation and this is your story. You're following me here. This person is just really selfish, and I don't know if you know what it means to be selfish in a relationship, within a relationship. They're telling you you're selfish and inconsiderate, but just because you're doing what you need to do and you're not able to spend as much time at home as you were before, they need to be accommodating toward you because you're the one who's building a new business. You know, like, what can I do to make this easier for you? To make you feel better and stay balanced while you're at work. And then that way you come home and you're happier and pleased with your day, you know, the way your day plays out. This person's wanting a commitment from you, and they're missing you like crazy while you're working. And you know that, and it's flattering. And they're going to soon turn extremely difficult and manipulative and devious with toxicity. They're just going to, any moment now, they're going to just poison everything you are doing. And a little of that poison has already come out because they're trying to control you with, you know, the roller coaster ride of emotions, you know, where they're happy to see you and kiss you goodbye in the morning. And then if you're not home at a certain time when they want you to be home, they start getting angry and it starts building and building, and then it's just going to blow. It'll be like Mount St. Helens. And when that happens, it destroys your inner peace. It destroys your balance. You're off balance. You can't concentrate. Your creative energy is it's dimmed. Your light is dimmer. You know, it's just, you know how it affects you. It affects you in every way, and it affects everything you do. And you try to go within and chant little affirmations that you find online, and you try to get yourself back to being leveled out when this person causes all this confusion and toxic energy and gets you off balance, and you're worried about them because they screamed and slammed the door off the hinge, but you're realizing that this is what's going on. It's toxic. You're realizing that, and if you haven't, you're getting ready to, because that's what I'm seeing here in this whole section. It's like this person's going to try to, they're liable to throw the lamp across the living room, and then the next day, you know, cook a romantic dinner so they can ask you, you know, to marry them or something like that, and put on the favorite music, you guys' favorite music, while they're doing it. Right the day after they slammed a door off the hinges and threw a TV across the room, or, you know, possibly slammed you into a wall or something, you know? Toxic is toxic, and it doesn't get untoxic. Once toxicity is in a relationship, it just grows. It gets wider and deeper. It does not go away. It starts flourishing, and when it does that, it just destroys you piece by piece, bit by bit, and it doesn't matter what you do or what you say or how many sacrifices you make for this person. They're just going to continue to manipulate you and coerce you and abuse you. Verbally abuse you, emotionally, spiritually, hopefully not physically for you, but I do see in my mind being pushed into like a door or a wall, a window maybe, something like that, to where it hurt. You were pushed so hard that when you hit the door or the wall or the window or whatever this is I'm seeing here in my mind, that it hurt your back when you were pushed into it. So they shoved you pretty hard with pretty good force. And there's the first problem right there. Is actually the first problem is just the manipulation and all the confusion and degradation and all that they are throwing on you, and the negative energy. But don't ever let someone put their hands on you like that and stay. Because once you do that, it doesn't matter if they're sorry or not. If someone has it in them to actually raise their arms up and shove you with them when they're supposed to be your protector, your person, your partner, they're not loving you. No matter what they say or do, how many jewels they buy you, how many cars they buy you, how big the house is, how many trips you take, how much clothes money you have every week, your little shopping sprees and all that. Doesn't matter. Once that person lays their hands on you, that needs to be a deal breaker, because it will only get worse. And the beautiful thing here is this reading, this energy here is already, this reading is already laid out for you. This is what's getting ready to happen, is you're going to go through this confusion and realize how toxic this person is, because they're going to do something extreme. It's not just going to be, you know, you graduate with toxicity here. You know, at first it's getting a silent treatment from somebody you didn't think you'd ever get a silent treatment from, which is the person that's supposed to love you and be communicating with you. And it starts there, and that's like confusing, but you know, you get through that and realize that they sure get their feelings hurt easily when I don't you know, conform. And then you're going to see that it just continues to progress. it's progressed now to the point where they're pushing you into a wall or a door or something. Pardon my timer. And it's going to continue to progress from there as long as you stay in it and allow it. And when you just, I know that some people feel empowered and powerful when they are able to say that, well, I told my person that if they ever touch me again, I'm gone. And I understand that, but threatening them isn't changing anything that they're doing. They're just going to be more smart about their manipulations, and they're going to do a whole lot more damage that you can't see until you end up bringing out the worst in them. And you know, it's not you bringing out the worst of them, it's they have the worst of them in them, and it comes out when they are at their limit for that moment, that particular moment in time. So this will progress, and the best bet here for you is to do what this reading is showing me that you probably are going to do. You are going to ground yourself, clear your mind, get your thoughts in order, come to realization that this is a toxic individual that I don't want to spend the rest of my life with, and you're going to grieve your loss because you're going to break up and leave. You're going to grieve, you're going to heal, you're going to move on, and you're going to meet somebody new when you're ready. You're going to meet somebody new and wonderful when you're ready. I'm going to pull you a card for after you leave. When you break free and leave, what's next? Well, we got pay attention and secret. So what this tells me is if you will get out of this situation and do what I just told you that it looks like you're going to do, you're going to realize things that you haven't really realized before about this person. You're going to realize how toxic they are and how poisonous they are to you and your life. And you're going to break free from them. You're going to leave the situation, and you're going to grieve that loss, and you're going to move on, and you're going to meet someone new when you're ready and healed and balanced and happy and living your life again. And asking about what happens after all that. And the cards you got are pay attention and secret. So secret is we can't tell you who this person is going to be because it's a secret. It's going to happen whenever it's time to happen, and you're not supposed to know who this person is right now. And this is telling you next time, pay attention to these red flags. Pay attention, Sagittarius. Believe someone when they show you who they are. I know you've seen that quote all over Facebook. Believe someone when they show you who they are, because they're going to show you who they are, and then you're going to have a choice to make. Do I want to see some more of this person? Do I want to see some more of this person's character? Some more of this toxicity, this poison they just showed me? Or do I want to cut my losses right here and move on and hope that something much better and more perfect for me is right around the corner? And you're being shown here that it is Sagittarius. Look, you can't know who yet. You know, I understand why, don't you? If you break free and leave, there is someone right here waiting for you when time is right. You're not going to know it. They're just going to pop into your life. And you're supposed to pay attention to red flags. Next time someone shows you who they are and it's a toxic person, they're showing you their toxicity, then you're supposed to heed the call and get out of there. Don't stick around long enough to have any type of commitment with someone like that. And you'll save yourself so much pain, so much time for healing and counseling and all the things that some people have to go through just to escape the aftermath of a situation like this. And I know you're going to make the right decision, Sagittarius, because I can feel your strength in this reading. You just wanted a little affirmation here, a little confirmation, a little nudge, a little bit of me or someone else on YouTube, one of the readers, to give you a little boost, a little push, a little nudge in this direction right here, and tell you why this is the best decision you could make. The break free, leave. Someone better is right around the corner when you heal, when you're ready, when you've healed. And don't let this happen again. You know, you're in complete control of how long you allow a toxic person to be in your life. So next time, pay attention to the red flags and break free and leave a whole lot quicker than you did this time. And you won't do the harm to your mind and soul and your body, your heart, your spirit that is occurring at this moment in this situation that you're currently in. So I'm gonna leave it there for you. I'm not gonna do an expanded version because I feel like this is your message, and if you want to go deeper than this, we would need a private reading, and you'll let me know if you need that. Whenever my website is ready, check it out. You can order those there. Take care, Sagittarius. Do not forget who you are. You are Sagittarius. You are amazing. Don't forget that.